Hello, my name's Elaine. Welcome to day 5 of our 10-10 yoga journey, 10 minutes for 10 days. Well done for getting halfway through the journey with me. Today we're going to work on opening up our hips, but first I'm going to teach you a breath exercise called ujayyi pranayama, and that means victorious breath. It is a wonderful breath that sounds a bit like Darth Vader, but it helps you to slow your heart rate down, it slows your breath down, and it's a very calming breath for the nervous system. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So imagine that my hand is a mirror, and I'm going to take a deep breath into the back of my throat, and I'm going to make a sound. As I exhale, it's like I'm fogging up the mirror. Now that sound we want to keep going in the throat area as we now close the mouth for the in-breath and then begin to close the mouth on the out-breath. So it looks like this. Breathe in again. Exhale. And this time, see if you can breathe in and out just through the nose and keep making that sort of snoring ocean type sound in your throat. Okay, so if that works for you, do it through the next few poses. If it doesn't, just breathe normally. It's really up to you, whatever feels best. We're going to start in child's pose, So come onto your hands and knees. Bring your big toes to touch and open your knees a little wide to the edges of the mat. And just lie your hips back towards your heels and lower yourself towards the ground. We're going to take 3 breaths here, just breathing into the back and exhaling. If you just got on your mat this morning, this is really nice for the back. If you were sleeping, to stretch it. Allows the hips to gently open. And it allows you just to connect to your breath and how you feel. Remember to always do what feels right for you in the practice as we move through the poses today. So coming on up onto your hands and knees, we're going to move into lizard pose. So extend your right leg up behind you and then bring it down to the edge of your mat. Place your hands under your shoulders, tuck your back toe and lift your knee and just pedal through your toes as you push your heel forward and back a couple of times, beginning to feel the stretch in the front of that left leg. And then lower your knee to the floor and relax your foot. Now we're going to come a little closer to the ground, and maybe having a couple of blocks is helpful to place your elbows on. Depends on how your body is as to how far down you're going to go in this pose. And return to that nice soft sounding ujjayi breath as we stay here and feel the stretch that's happening in that right outer hip and the front of our left hip. And then we're going to just take the pose up and keep the legs as they are. Left hand is under the left shoulder, right hand comes to the right knee, and we're just going to rotate. So I'm squeezing my left glute a little bit, so allow my leg to lengthen a bit more towards the ground. And I'm just rotating to look over my shoulder. So this is a little bit deeper. If that doesn't feel right for you, just go as far as you feel you want to today. Take a final breath. Okay, we're going to move into pigeon pose. So you're going to bring your right knee to the edge of the mat and lengthen through your back leg. Bring your hands either side of the mat and then just sit up nice and tall, feeling a stretch into your right outer hip. And then we're just going to bend our elbows and lower down. And we're going to lift up. So exhale as you go down And inhale as you come up. We're really just seeing how far the body wants to go. And then on this next movement, we're just going to stay. So you might want to stay on some blocks. You might want to come all the way to the floor. Just see what feels right for you. And then just try to lower your left hip towards the ground or towards that right heel and feel a deeper stretch into your right outer hip. Back to that nice ujjayi breath. What's happening is we're constricting the passageway for the air by pulling a little thing called the glottis across, and that makes the breath more audible to us. But it also makes the passageway thinner. It's like when you have a hose in the garden and it gets twisted, a little bit of water comes out instead of the full stream. And that's what we're doing as we make this breath sound. Okay, let's come on up. We're going to sit down onto our right butt cheek and bring our left leg around. Now maybe you place the foot underneath the knee and you lean forward to stretch your hips, or see if maybe you can bring the foot onto the knee and come into fire log pose. If the knee is really high, then that's not a good idea. But if your knee is about where mine is, maybe you can give it a try. So exhale and lower down. I like to move with my breath. It just reminds me to breathe nice and slowly and calmly. Just choose the right place for you and take a few of those nice, deep ujjayi breaths. One more. Okay, let's take that left foot now to the front of the mat. And we're going to step the right leg back as far as we can. And we're just going to rock the toes forward and back, just getting our hips ready for the pose to come. And then we're going to slowly lower the knee and flatten the back foot. And then we're going to see where we need to position ourselves for this side. Get your blocks or a cushion or something in place. And then just turn your left foot out just slightly. We want to keep the heel and knee in line with each other so that there's good joint support. And then relax the back of your neck and just allow gravity to help you to open up this left hip as we take 2 more nice, slow, relaxed breaths. Next in-breath, start to bring yourself up, place your hand under your right shoulder, left hand to your knee, and then just start to gently turn. And immediately you'll feel the twist in your upper back. A little gentle squeeze of your right glute will help to open up the psoas, the muscle that connects your upper body to your lower body, or your leg to your torso. And then just breathe as you push down through that right hand and twist to the left. Good. All right, let's take that left leg in, bring the left knee to the edge of the mat, and then just adjust the position of your heel so that you feel a stretch in the outer left hip, hands nice and wide. Sit up tall, and then bend as far as feels good for you. Inhale, rise. Exhale, ujjayi breath. This time we're going to come to stay. So again, getting yourself ready. This side might be quite different. We don't treat our hips the same. It might be tighter or looser. So just noticing how it feels to be on this side of your body. Relaxing your face and your jaw, and just allowing each out breath be a chance to lower that right hip towards the ground. Last breath. Okay, just roll onto that left glute and spin your right leg around. Place it underneath your knee or place it on top and come into your fire log position. Nice tall spine, and then exhale. Just squeezing the muscles of your glutes in as you breathe out, and that will help your hips to open and your knee to slowly go closer to the floor. Remember, 10 minutes on your mat every day will make a huge difference to your strength and flexibility. Last breath. Okay, that's us finished. So thank you for joining me. Leave your comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And if you haven't subscribed, please click that button in the bottom corner. I'll see you tomorrow for back bends. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.